Hey beautiful people, I'm Crystal.
And I'm Brian.
And this is Beatrice, the white whale, our tiny home on wheels. Today we're going to give you the full breakdown of how much it cost us to convert her into a home.
I know after watching our van build video a couple weeks ago, a lot of you were asking how much the van build costs. So today we are going to show you what that is.
And if you have not already seen our van tour, be sure to check it out after watching this video. It's in the description below, or we're going to put a pop-up somewhere on the screen so you can check it out. So we're going to break it down into different categories so you can see really where the big expenses were. And that way it can help you with your own van build. And yeah.
We spared no expenses on all this because this is our house. We live in here full time. We didn't want to cheap out on anything. So yeah, this is not a budget van.
We knew we were going to definitely live in Beatrice for at least 3 years. So we wanted to make sure it was a sturdy build. We wanted to make sure she was comfortable. We wanted to make sure we could work full time, that we could also have company come and stay with us. So we really took our time in saving for this. And yeah, like Brian said, it's definitely not a budget van. But before we get into the breakdown of all the costs, we're going to give you a little peek into Beatrice and how she came to be. Beatrice was completely bare when we purchased her. No windows, no floor, no insulation. After driving her home, we sold everything we owned and started building. We poured all our savings into Beatrice, and after 9 months, we completed our tiny home on wheels. We live in her full-time, so she's fully stocked with a desk for 2 people, a toilet and shower, hot water, kitchen, a couch, a makeup vanity, and an extra bed. Remember as you're watching this that this does not include any labor costs. Beatrice took us 9 months to build and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. If you were to hire someone, this would cost a lot more.
It's basically just a breakdown if we were going to sell the van, what all the costs would be for selling it. So the biggest expense we had for our van build was the van, Beatrice herself. We decided to buy Beatrice brand new off the lot because we didn't have to worry about if somebody had, not maintained the van previously. So we did buy new and we did get an extended warranty. So with taxes, the extended warranty and to drive off the lot, she was $40,000, which was definitely higher price tag than some people, but we're happy with our purchase and glad that we did buy new.
Okay, so besides the van itself, which was a giant expense, this next category is the next biggest expense we've had, and that is the building supplies, all the materials and tools. That includes, when I say building materials, I'm talking about all the wood, like our cabinets, the flooring, the kitchen galley, all the studs and the framing, the wood paneling that you see here, all this nice woodwork, all of that is included in this. The ceiling, the tools, all this comes to, let's see, $7,892. And I just wanted to add that this van is rock solid. It is like super heavy duty. Like this is like thick wall. This is heavy stuff. It's a very robust build. Yeah, this van is rock solid.
Also included in the cost of Beatrice are some exterior upgrades and some structural changes. These include the Max Air Fan, which is an absolute must for any van build.
It also includes all the windows, the kitchen window, the window in the door slide, and the 2 windows in the bedroom.
This includes this beautiful functional ladder, this super cool roof box, which we keep all our winter clothing or summer clothing in and some other hiking gear and things like that, and our roof rack, which basically we put everything onto, including the solar panels and the roof box.
Because our van is so heavy after the build, we needed extra support in the back here. We didn't mention this in the van build video, so I'm going to mention it right now. We used air lifters, and they you can fill them with air just like at any gas station air pump, and they will level out your car and help support your suspension system so you're not sagging in the back.
Huge help.
Huge help. A couple other exterior items that we added here were the water intake. This is where we fill up our water tank, and our shore power. This is where we hook up when we're at an RV park or at a friend's house. Want to plug in and charge your battery. We've had some problems with a couple mice sneaking into our car last year, so we decided to add a mouse repellent device. And it comes under here, it flashes some lights and makes some ultrasonic sound, so it scares away any kind of pesky rodents, and we've hadn't had a problem since. Another feature outside of the van that I really like are these LED bars. I have one on each side of the van, front, back, and both sides. And they come in very handy when we're in dark situations and we're trying to find good parking. Another item on our exterior upgrades is our Thule awning. Okay, so exterior upgrades and structural changes comes to a grand total of $5,496. Okay, so our next category is our electrical system. All these items are underneath the bed. And what we have under here is our 2000 watt inverter and our 4 150 amp hour AGM batteries, which gives us a total of 600 amp hours. Under the driver's seat, we have our battery isolator switch, and that connects the alternator with the house battery, so when we're driving, it charges our batteries while we're driving, so that's another alternative to solar. And also our main distribution fuse panel and our battery monitor panel. All that together totals up to $3,249.
So behind all this beautiful woodwork and in the ceiling is, of course, all our wiring. So this is another component to our electrical system. So all the wiring together cost $1,627. Next up is one of my favorite parts of the van, and that is our Webasto heater. And it's kept us warm in 12 degree, 16 degree weather before. This little bad boy works really well. We have wool insulation behind all of our walls and our ceiling. We just don't have it underneath the floor. Another important feature for insulation that I really appreciate is these window covers from Van Made Gear. So these keep us nice and insulated. So it basically keeps it cool in here, or it keeps it warm in here. So they work both ways. So this is definitely included in our heating costs. So everything for our heating / cooling system is $2,866. This is Beatrice's beautiful kitchen. And so Brian already talked about all the woodwork, which is included in the building supplies. But for the kitchen, what is included in this expense is the tile, the grout, these beautiful custom drawer pulls that we got off of Etsy, our drawer slides, this hemlock slab which has a live edge, also our clay kitchen sink, and these super awesome amber glass jars. Oh, and that also includes our Dometic fridge, which is very large, very functional. It's an awesome fridge. So $2,053 for the kitchen.
Okay, next topic is the solar system. That includes the solar panels, all the brackets and wiring for the solar panels, the solar charger. Total cost of that is $1,308. Oh look, we have water. A luxury like this does not come cheap. Many components are comprised of this system. We have our fresh tank, which is 33 gallons. We have our gray tank, which is 11 gallons. We have a 7-gallon Bosch water heater. We have our water pump, our accumulator tank, and our water filtration system. All of these items together cost $1,896.
For our bathroom, we have some Superstellar FRP wall paneling. We have our shower head, our shower mixer, our sweet little clothesline that a lot of people asked about. We also have our shower pan, and this sweet little baby, which is our Nature's Head composting toilet. So the cost of this sweet little setup was $1,317. Next stuff we have on this cost train is our decor, our fixtures, and our paint. So we have some custom outlets. We also have our puck lights. We also have some custom upholstery that we had done. I did not make this myself, neither did Brian. So this includes the cost of the fabric for different items that we have, like the curtains, and how much it costs for the foam, and how much it did cost for somebody else to do it. It also includes our lagoon table and all the paint that we had for the cabinets, the ceiling, the stain for the wood, and everything else. That total for all of that is $2,973.
Next category is safety. That includes this fire extinguisher, which we haven't even taken out of the box yet, nor mounted it, but it keeps us safe. And now that we're filming this episode, I realize that we need to mount this, so we'll do that at some point. All right, next on the safety list features is the carbon monoxide detector. It's not a propane detector. A lot of you were concerned about the placement of the carbon monoxide detector. It's a little bit higher than what it should be, but it's good. And we are gonna buy a separate propane detector because we're not even using propane right now. We don't have one yet, but we are gonna put one, and it will be low to the ground when we install it.
Thank you for the tips though, everybody.
But thanks for your concern. Last but not least is our fixed device. It's called Fixed, and it plugs into our car, lets us know when there's problems, and if there are problems, it tells us what they are. So when we go to the repair shop, we know what we're talking about, and just a reassurance that things are okay. And the total cost for our safety devices is a whopping $100.
We have a couple odds and ends, so we're just going to call this the other category. And one of those things is our Wi-Fi booster is included in this other category. This is awesome. We work full time, so it just basically amps up our cell phone signal so we can use our hotspot from our phone.
Next up on the other category is our tire upgrades. We got some extra traction tires because we do a lot of off-road stuff. We're not four-wheel drive or anything, but it still gives us reassurance that we have good traction, especially when we hit like inclement weather. Keeps us peace of mind. So the grand total for the other category, and the reason why we call it the other category, is these are things that you don't necessarily need, but we chose to have them for the tires and the Wii Boost. The grand total for that is $1,695.
To go back and give a quick overview of what we just went through and to give the final grand total.
All the building supplies, tools came out to $7,892.
Woo. Yeah, that was a big one. The electrical system comes out to $3,249.
The electrical components, was all the wiring, was $1,627.
Yeah. Our heat insulation was $2,866.
The kitchen was $2,053.
Very well spent. I love our kitchen.
The solar was $1,308.
I thought that would actually be more. When we built. I thought solar would be a lot more.
Yeah. Plumbing was $1,897.
And then we have the bathroom, which was $1,317.
The decor, fixtures, and paint came out to $2,973.
That was a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
We got really good paint, that was for sure.
Safety features, $100.
Woo! Big ticket item. And then we have our other category, and that is $1,695.
And last but not least was all the exterior upgrades. Came to $5,496.
Wow.
Woo!
That like feels,
yeah.
That's a hefty amount.
So the grand total of renovations, not the van, but the renovations, was $32,472.
Yeah.
And then with the van, it was $72,472. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, so there you have it. Yeah, like we said in the beginning, we really wanted to make sure this was livable, and also if we sold it, that we would actually feel good selling Beatrice. Like we wouldn't have any reservations about things breaking, or that it wouldn't be that good of a build. So I feel good about the amount that we've invested.
And this doesn't include labor.
Yeah.
Which, this is just, if you were gonna buy all the things and do it yourself, that's how much this would cost.
I do want to say that there's lots of different ways that you can get started with in doing a van. There's a lot more budget-friendly ways, and I think it's worthy of doing what you can do just to get on the road. And so your van build might be completely different, but you can always upgrade as you go.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, we have a whole series on real van life, and we have a video one day a week. And then we have our adventure series, which is going across the entire US. So we have 2 different series going right now, and we'd love for you to come along.
See you later.